Let's begin with a startling image: a medical transport jet carrying a child and her mother, plummeting from the sky just moments after takeoff. Imagine the chaos fireball erupting, homes engulfed in flames. This tragic event in Philadelphia shook a community and left many wondering, how could something so catastrophic occur? But what if I told you that in the aftermath of this disaster lies a powerful lesson about resilience and the human spirit? When faced with unimaginable challenges, our true strength is revealed. The crash left a community in shock, but it also sparked a flurry of support, compassion, and determination to rebuild. The child on that plane was not just a statistic. She was a symbol of hope, returning home after fighting a life-threatening illness. Her journey is a reminder that life is fragile and unpredictable. It's in these moments of crisis that we often discover our deepest motivations and drive to overcome adversity.
Reflecting on the tragic crash that took place, it's natural to feel a surge of emotions. If the fate of the passengers saddens you, please offer your condolences. Share your thoughts on this incident. Do you believe it was merely a tragic accident, or is there a possibility that something more sinister was at play? Now let's shift our focus to dopamine. Many of us have heard of it, but there's a misconception that we experience dopamine hits with every pleasurable moment. In reality, dopamine serves as a baseline metric for our overall satisfaction and motivation. When something exhilarating happens, like a peak experience, our baseline can actually drop afterward. Why is this important? Because just like the aftermath of the crash, our lives can be filled with highs and lows. We may experience a peak like the excitement of a new opportunity or relationship, but once that moment fades, we might feel a dip, questioning our motivation and happiness. This is where the twist comes in. Instead of spiraling downward after a peak experience, we can choose to harness that moment as a catalyst for growth. Think of the community that rallied together after the crash. They didn't let despair take over. They transformed their grief into action, supporting each other through the recovery process. Addiction, too, plays a role in this narrative. When we chase after something that gives us a dopamine rush, whether it's a substance, activity, or even social media, we risk depleting our baseline dopamine levels. Similarly, after the crash, individuals could have succumbed to despair, but instead they chose to engage in acts of kindness, lifting each other up. So what can we learn from this? Our experiences shape our dopamine levels, just as they shape our lives. If we focus solely on the peaks, we risk neglecting the importance of the baseline. The key is to find balance. Engage in activities that replenish your spirit, like helping others or pursuing your passions. These actions can elevate your baseline and keep your motivation intact. Let's return to our child in the story. Her journey doesn't end with the crash. It's just the beginning. The community's response highlights how we can turn tragedy into triumph. When faced with challenges, we must remember that every dip in our journey can lead to an opportunity for renewal and growth. As we navigate our own lives, let's remember that the twists and turns we face, whether they be joyous peaks or devastating lows, are part of a greater narrative. Embrace the resilience within you. Just like the community in Philadelphia, channel your experiences into positive action. In conclusion, while the crash serves as a painful reminder of life's unpredictability, it also illustrates the power of human connection and resilience. By understanding how our experiences affect our baseline dopamine, we can learn to cultivate joy, motivation, and strength no matter the circumstances. So the next time you feel that dip after a peak, remember, it's not the end. Use it as a stepping stone to propel yourself forward. Life's twists may be challenging, but they also hold the potential for profound growth and renewal.